Hello, guys. Today's topic is ethical behavior and professionalism. It's ethics and professionalism. That's today's topic. This is a grade 11 topic. Usually, they write it on prelims paper 2. Yeah, it's prelim paper 2. So, guys, without wasting any time, I'm going to explain ethics and professionalism. So, I'm gonna start with meaning of ethics. Set of standards of expected behavior between employer and employee and business partners. Set of values that are morally accepted when conducting businesses. Businesses practices that is acceptable to society, a group of or the community. So that is meaning of ethics. They are basically a set of standards that are expected behavior. It's a behavior that is expected on the business. Like, for example, we expect you to behave on a certain way when you are inside the business or when you are working. Meaning of ethical behavior refers to acting in ways consistent with what society and individuals think are good values. So you're acting in ways with what society and individuals think are good values. Basically, when as a normal person, you know what is good. You know this is the proper way to act when you are with adults. You know the proper way to act. That is ethical behavior. So in the job, when you're working a job, you know how you should act. Obviously, you should respect your colleagues. You should respect your boss, obviously, because you're gonna get fired if you disrespect your boss. So examples of ethical and unethical business practices. Ethical business practices, I'm gonna start with them. Now we are talking about the business, specifically how the business should act, not how the employees should act. Ethical business practices. Using fair advertising. Clients and employees' information are not used for benefit of the business. Businesses deals are conducted openly. Paying fair wages. Obviously, if you don't pay fair wages, the business will face consequences. And using fair advertising is also important for the business, so that you can protect the reputation. Because if you don't use fair advertising and they found out, trade unions and other things find out, the government find out, then you are in trouble. Operating within the law. That's important, as you know that when you own a business, you should operate within the law. You do not do money laundering. Not engaging in illegal business practices. That's straightforward. Unethical business practices. These are business practices that are not good. These are not good for the business. They are actually bad for the business. Unfair advertising, which is actually the opposite. Practicing of goods in the rural areas. Pricing of goods in the rural areas. So what is pricing of goods in the rural areas? This is actually taking advantage of people who are living in the rural areas. For example, let's say you go to KZN in the rural areas. So you see that there is no one who sells Colgate, which Colgate, for example, is supposed to be 18 rand. So now you see that, okay, here I'm a monopoly. A monopoly is a business it does not have any challenges, by the way. It's like Eskom. It's Eskom. Eskom is a monopoly. It's a business like that. I won't explain that because that's economics. So you are the only business that sell Colgate. So that's when you realize, okay, since I'm the only business that sell Colgate in this rural area, let me take advantage and increase the prices 2 times. Now it's no longer 18 rand, it's about 36 rand or 46 rand. So in that way, you're exploiting people because they don't have another choice. They don't have a choice. So taxation or tax invasion. This one is what caused many people to be arrested. So I won't explain this one. Starting a venture at the expense of someone else. Paying employees unfair wages, obviously. Disobeying the law. Obviously, this is wrong. Using bribery to gain business. That's all. Meaning of professional behavior. Professionalism is a term used to describe a certain standard of behavior and specific level of competence in adhering to an ethical code of conduct. Meaning of professionalism refers to what is right or wrong and acceptable in the business, and set of standards of expected behavior. This is similar to what I've explained, which is meaning of ethics, which is expected behavior between employer and employees. So, but this one is expected it's also expected behavior, but it's different. You will see why it's different. Applying a code of conduct of profession or business. Example of professional and unprofessional business practices. Professional business practices: using polite language to colleagues, good use of work time, keep clients' details confidential. You should keep clients' details confidential. You don't just tell people or you don't just expose your clients' information like IDs, things like that. Using clients' information for personal gain is also wrong. Treating all people the same. So you should treat people the same. Obviously, all clients should get equal treatment. Unprofessional business practices: using rude language, abuse of work time, discussing clients' information, give some people special favors, which is not treating them fairly. So you give other people special favors. We see this happen every time in South Africa. In South African businesses, we see that. I won't mention them, but this usually happens. But this is wrong. This is an unprofessional behavior. Difference between professional behavior and ethical behavior. Now I'm going to explain the difference. Refers to what is right or wrong or acceptable in the business. That's professional behavior. Refers to principles of right, wrong, and what is acceptable in the society. So ethical is about society. Professional is about the business. So here I won't actually I won't write for you guys, because all you had to do is to listen. I've already explained what is ethics and professional, so I'm just explaining the difference. Set of standards of expected behavior. That's professional behavior. Conforms to a set of values that are morally acceptable. Ethical behavior. So ethical behavior, as I've said, it focuses more on the society, what the society thinks. But professional is about what you must act in the business. Applying a code of conduct of profession or business. Forms part of a code of conduct to guide employees to act ethically. That's ethical behavior. But professioning is applying a code of conduct. So code of conduct, we just set rules and say you should act like this. It is done. Focusing on developing moral compass and decision making. And that's professional. Focus on upholding a reputation of a business or profession. Obviously, when you when things are about society, I'm explaining ethical behavior. It's actually trying to improve your reputation. You're actually focusing on your reputation. So ethical is focusing on reputation. That's why it cares about what people think, what the society thinks. Theories of ethics. The right approach focuses on individual rights where people are to be treated with respect and dignity. Consequentially, approach focuses on the decision that promote most good and generate greatest value while harming a few possible. The common good approach focuses on ensuring that the business values and ethical principles are in line with society in which the business operates. So another thing I can say is this one: principles of professionalism and ethics. So I'm going to explain the principle, both explanation and professional and unprofessional. So guys, it's very important that you listen. This specifically does not appear most of the time on exam. Yeah, it does not appear. What you need to know is the difference and the meaning of professionalism and ethical business practices and unethical. This surely will appear. But this one does not really appear. I don't say ignore it, but you should memorize it. Respect and the dignity. So now we are talking about respect, principle, respect. Respect and the dignity and rights of others and the image of the profession or organization. Each and every one of principles, I'm gonna start with an explanation. That's an explanation. Then I'm coming with the professional. Polite language, colleagues, helping others, listening to advice from others, respecting differences in culture, language, and religion. Using rude language, swearing at colleagues, nasty remarks about other people's idea, and inappropriate clothing. Integrate. Work with honesty according to the law and the norms of the profession. That's explanation. And professional. Looking after equipment, keeping to work hours, not bending the law to suit oneself. Unprofessional. Using photocopy for private use. Stealing stationary equipment, not keeping working hours, making excuses, work not done. That's unprofessional. Competency. That's then explanation. Apply skills and knowledge for the good of society and environment. That's the explanation. Professional. Doing best possible, staying after normal working hours if necessary. Then unprofessional, taking shortcuts with tasks, not completing work as agreed, required, not being prepared to learn and apply new processes. Then we're going to confidentially now. Never give client information to others or to use it for your own benefit. That's an explanation of confidential. Then professional, never discusses clients with others, never criticizing clients in front of colleagues, not using clients' information for advantages. That's professional. Gossiping, that's unprofessional. Gossiping about clients, discussing clients' information, using clients' information for your own benefit. Objectivity. Act fairly, justly to all without bias or favoritism. That's an explanation. And professional. Treat all people the same, apply laws consistently and properly. That's professional. Unprofessional. Special favors given to some people, one-sided view of issues. Then we go to development, which you all know. Explanation, continuously improve your own skills and help others to do the same. Then professional, attend courses to up the skill, help younger workers respect and learn from those who are experienced. Then unprofessional, refuse to go on upskilling courses satisfied with current knowledge. So that's it. That's all you need to know about the principles. This one does not really appear. That's why I've decided not to write this down for you guys. I've decided not to write this down for you guys because it's not really that important. But you should memorize it. As I've said, that you should listen carefully and go study it. Ways in which professional, responsible, and ethical, effective business practices should be conducted. Mission statement should include values of equality and respect. Treat workers with respect by recognizing work well done. Treat all their employees equally regardless of their race, age, gender, and disability. All workers should have access to equal opportunity. So everything should be fair in the workplace. As you see, all workers should have access to equal opportunity, and you should treat them equal, even though their race, gender is not the same and age is not the same. Treat workers with respect and recognize work well done so that they can feel motivated. So that's all you need to know about the topic specifically of ethics and professionalism, which is a grade 11 topic. This is all you need to know, and I've explained everything you need to know, which is very important for you to memorize. This is ethics and professionalism. Straightforward topic. So guys, for more topics, grade 11 topics, you can check down the link for a link, and you'll see a playlist there, obviously. Then for more topics soon, subscribe, like the video, click the bell icon so that you don't miss even one topic. Peace.